Can the textile industry take decisive action to combat climate change before it's too late? I'm talking today to Colin Browne, who is CEO of Cascale, to discuss why bold leadership is now non-negotiable. Colin, thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure to meet you. So there has been criticism, hasn't there, that so far the industry has been slow to react to climate change. Why do you think there has been so much resistance, and how can you change that?
There's certainly been a lack of a robust business case for businesses and brands to get behind. And I think as we go forward, it's one of the things that certainly the work that we're standing up from a Cascale perspective is starting to build upon. Going forward, as legislation continues to increase, we are going to see a requirement for brands to be reporting back against their carbon commitments. And so they are going to have to start making decisions with regards to their sourcing based upon the carbon emissions from who they're doing business with.
A pretty stark statistic there. What's stopping the industry from holding them accountable?
Well, again, the 80-20 rule kind of holds true, as it does in most things in life, that we find the minority actually has the majority of the impact. And I think the information we're now able to extract from the HIG tools that Cascale owns allows us to have a level of insight that we haven't had before. And it's showing that it's incredibly an integrated set of solutions and a set of challenges that we have to deal with. So I think for the first time ever, we've really been able to start to understand where the problem lies. And by default, that then allows us to start doing something about it. And that is what the industry decarbonization roadmap is designed to do.
So let's talk about that roadmap. What sets it apart from what's gone before?
It's a movement, not just a strategy. And to me, this is the big shift that we as an industry needs to now commit to. We're actually now starting to look at all the different initiatives that exist across the industry to understand which ones are actually driving meaningful change. And then because of the breadth of our membership, because of the number of manufacturers we have on board, the number of brands we have on board, we actually have the opportunity to choreograph and work together to drive meaningful change.
So we have a deadline looming. Is the industry anywhere near where it needs to be to meet these targets?
No. And it's really clear that we've got a long way to go in order for us to deliver against that ambition. One of the things that is concerning me at the moment is I'm hearing a number of companies are actually starting to roll back their commitment to sustainability and starting to really just focus on reporting. And that's completely irresponsible, staggeringly irresponsible. And individual companies are going to have to own up to the responsibilities they have to address these issues.
So how can that be changed? How can you get closer to meeting these targets?
Well, it's going to require investment and commitment in order to do that, and investment just financially, but also investment of time and investment in partnership across the overall supply chain. This is not something that's going to be solved just by the manufacturers, and it's irresponsible of us if we just assume the manufacturers are going to take on that burden. It needs to be done in partnership with the brands, the customers, working specifically with the manufacturers in a single coherent plan. We have to hit our target of the 45% reduction. It's achievable. We know how to get it done. It's just a question of whether, in fact, we can work together to do that. The days in which brands can dictate the programs, the initiatives they want manufacturers to invest in have long passed. We need to work together in order to deliver against that ambition. This needs to become a movement. It needs to be something that people commit to, people buy into, people align with. There needs to be an element of FOMO around it, where people, if you're not part of this journey, you will rue the day and that you didn't sign up and commit to deliver against this goal. Because we as an industry know how to do it. The world needs us to do it. Our consumers need us to do it. And there's no reason why we can't achieve it. It just takes commitment.
Colin, thank you very much.
Thank you.